What is up, guys? It's Jake from Team Insanity. I'm going to be bringing you guys a video real quick. It's going to be a little bit longer of a video. It's going to sort of be like a rant video, sort of, but before I get into that, a ton of people keep on asking, like, yo guys, when are you going to do a video or like a giveaway, blah blah, because you guys keep on asking. We have a Die R2, the Rasta edition. We have some couple other giveaways planned, but yes, we plan on giving, this is going to be given away here pretty soon. Don't ask how, because I'm still trying to figure it out. But yeah, this is going to be coming shortly because you guys keep on bugging me and asking me. So I'm just letting you know there is something in the works to give this away real quick. So just so you guys can stop asking, yes, we're going to be giving something away here pretty soon, another R2. So first things first, I'm going to go into sort of uncharted paintball YouTube territory, because from what my understanding is from the big YouTubers that I've watched, I haven't seen this. I'm going to tell you how much we make. I'm going to tell you, is paintball, can you make paintball like YouTube a career? Is like, people for some reason tend to ask this, and it comes up a little bit more often than not. But first I'm going to talk about paintball, or not paintball, I'm going to talk about YouTube in general. Okay, so can you make YouTube a career? And the answer is yes, you certainly can make YouTube a career. There's a ton of people out there that have done it. There's a ton of subscribers out there, or channels, I'm sorry. There's a ton of channels out there that have done it and become pretty wealthy off of doing it. Is it possible? Yes. Is it hard to do? It is very, very hard to do. And if you guys don't know, just going to sort of give you into a little bit of a loop. A lot of content producers are pissed off because YouTube analytics are kind of changing. It's turning into clickbait. I mean, because here's the thing. How you make money is off of ads, and YouTube makes money off of ads. So this video, if you guys click on an ad, I'm going to get 60% of that revenue, where YouTube is going to get 40% of that revenue. Thankfully, the content producer gets the significant larger chunk, but still, 40% is a big chunk, where YouTube takes that 40%. They still want to make money, Google, essentially, because it's off of Google AdSense. So the videos that people are clicking on are going to go up to the top. So clickbait, the people with PewDiePie, but even PewDiePie is complaining that he's not even getting the amount of views that he used to be getting because of how YouTube is filtering it now. They're filtering videos towards clickbait, so you click on those videos and basically YouTube gets a bigger cut, because why would they want you watching? You stay on the internet longer, they get more money essentially. So can you make YouTube a career? Yes, you certainly can, but it takes a lot of work and dedication. Okay, basically a lot of the big people that do it, they don't have jobs on the side. I mean, some of them do, but they pretty much have to just full-blown drop out of whatever they're doing. Like, there's just a lot of channels where you have to sacrifice everything to do that, to solely make money off of YouTube. To make a sustainable wage, you have to put 110% into it. I mean, you have to. I mean, there's no doubt about it. That's why all the big YouTube channels, they started out when they got to like 50,000 subscribers, and when they thought that they were going to do it, they took that leap and did it. But you have to remember, if you're thinking, aside from paintball YouTube channel, if you're thinking about creating a paintball channel, or I'm sorry, just a normal channel, not a paintball channel, you have to sit back and think, is this going to provide a service that's not already given? If you want to just blow up the internet, that's what a lot of people have done. So like, for instance, How To Basics, when that came out, I shit my pants because it was hilarious, and everyone was watching How To Basics. If you guys haven't seen it, go look it up. It's just a guy that throws eggs and breaks random stuff. I mean, it's very entertaining and very, very weird, and you watch it and you're kind of like, what the hell did I just watch? Like 80 minutes later. So that's the kind of stuff. It's different stuff. You have to sit back and think, how many gaming channels are out there? Okay, if you're thinking about making a gaming channel, there's more than what anyone knows. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds and thousands of gaming channels out there, but yet there's only a select few that are at the very, very top, and that's what a majority of the people are watching, and those people sort of collab. So those gaming channels collab with other big channels, and they just keep getting bigger, and the people at the bottom have to really work harder to get up to the top. So you have to come out with very original content if you want to get up to that level. Prank channels, okay, there's a lot of really awesome prank channels out there, and quite honestly, I don't know how they come up with original ideas. Like, okay, like I like watching Big Doss, and basically all the guys that work with Big Doss. So Nick and I really started watching them. So like Angry Picnic, Loft, all those guys that are sort of in like Arizona, that area, that do all of those guys all collabed and helped start building up this big YouTube network of those guys, I guess you can say. And they all help each other out, and they come up with such original content. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm laughing my ass off because it's new content every single time. That's one reason why Vitelli, one of the biggest prank channels, fell off, because you can only go into the gym, you know, so many times and say, bro, you even lift, bro, like so many times before it does, you know, before it's not funny anymore. So you have to come up with really original ideas. I like to think here on Team Insanity that we come up with really original ideas for reviews, torture tests, that kind of stuff, to sort of mix it up a little bit. And because like you know, how many gameplay videos can we put out before it gets boring? You know what I mean? How many torture tests can we put out before it gets boring? You know what I mean? That's kind of the thing. And that's another thing, like, how many Ask Us Anything videos can we put out before it gets boring? And we started to get bored doing the videos, and we're just like, yeah, fuck this, we're not doing this anymore. Because, I mean, but that was one thing a lot of people liked. We're sort of taking a break from that because it's like we're just suffocating the channel with Ask Us videos, which was really, a lot of people loved it. But then there was like this side of people that was like, meh. So you sort of just, you have to change it up a lot. And if you want to have a YouTube channel, that's what you have to do. And essentially, yes, you can make a lot of money doing videos, okay? Like, if you want a really good example, look at Nigga Higa. All of his videos are really, really different and very, very original every single time. Really cool, really funny videos. I don't really watch them all the time, but every single time I do, it's all original content. It's all original thinking, that kind of stuff. So how many times can you put out 360 no-scoping a guy on YouTube before people stop watching it, is basically what I'm saying. You have to sort of think about this, and you have to think that you're starting at the bottom. It's not like you just create a video and all of a sudden you're going to get thousands and thousands of views. I got to tell you, we had the YouTube channel since 2011, I think, and oh man, we went solid a long time making just shit videos and making like just terrible content. I mean, you guys can scroll back. I challenge you, just watch all the stupid stuff that we used to put out, and it would only take just like 1 or 2 videos, and then we would start getting like, oh, we would get 50 subscribers a day off of this video, and then maybe 40 of those people would keep on watching. That's how you grow your channel. It's not like you get one big video, boom, you blow up, you have 1 million subscribers, and you're rolling in a lot of YouTube money. It doesn't happen that way. Sorry, if you're gonna do it, you have to dedicate a lot of time to it. Now, I'm gonna sort of talk about the paintball aspect. Can you make paintball YouTube a career? Absolutely not. I say 100% no way in hell. That's just me. That's me being as honest as I can. There's no way. There's no money in it. Okay, not enough people are watching paintball YouTube videos, and there's so much. The problem is that there's so much bias in the paintball community where I can put out an LV1 review and say this is the best gun ever, and then some of the paintball community is gonna be like, yeah, upload, vote there. I'm sorry, I think I read it, upvote, like this video, and then the rest of the people are gonna say, no, downvote this, Bob Long's the best, and all. Then it's just, and then those people are gonna watch your video, and then I can come out and say, oh, the M2 is the best gun. Everyone's gonna be like, the die fans are gonna be like, yeah, and then you know what I mean. So it's like this vicious circle. Like I said, this is sort of like a little rant. So not everyone's going to agree with you, and then some people watch this channel, so they kind of come and go. It kind of fluctuates. And one reason why I say you can't make paintball a career is look at Mike Phillips. Mike Phillips was the biggest YouTube channel, paintball YouTube channel, and he wasn't even making enough money off of marker bids. Not going to get into what happened off of marker bids, but basically that went belly up, and even he wasn't making enough money off of making paintball videos that he essentially turned it into a drone channel. You can't, if you type in TechPB, I don't think his channel comes up as TechPB anymore. It's like Drones Review or something like that. So prime example, over 100,000 subscribers, and he still can't make enough money to justify creating more paintball content. And that's the sad world about it. So How much do we make? It depends upon the month, okay? Because you get paid monthly, so we don't get paid like by the week or by the video. We get paid, well, we do get paid by the video, but we get paid like by the month, okay? So it depends. If we put out like a torture test and a couple montages and some reviews and some good gameplay, that kind of stuff, we could make like $300-ish to $400 a month, maybe. Okay, when we did like the M2 giveaway, we had a montage, we had, there was like all these really good videos within like a span of like 2 months where we skyrocketed and we made like $500-600. But again, we had to buy a die M2, so this is what I'm going to sort of get into. So you guys sit back and think, whoa, $500-600, that's awesome. Okay, but you have to sit back and you have to think, to make paintball content, you have to have a paintball gun. You have to have paintball products to make paintball content, okay? To make a gaming channel, I can go get an Xbox, I can go get a capture card or whatever, you know, to record, to take the video off of either your computer or your console, however you're going to do it, in a $60 video game, and I can make a gaming channel. My initial investment is practically, if I'm starting from the scratch, if I'm starting from the ground up, a new Xbox One, about $250 or $300, say, so $350 plus a $60 video game plus another $100 for a capture card, whatever. So paintball is, I mean, there's a new gun coming out every single year, and it's not just one gun. It's several guns, and it's not a $60 gun, it's a $1,500 gun, and below that, now you have the $800 price range that we're sort of getting into, the $500 price range, the $300 price range. So if you want to make good quality content, you sort of have to pick and choose which ones that you want. So you hear, oh, they made like $500 in 1 month. I could totally do that. Can you live off of $500 a month when you have to buy a $1,500 paintball marker? You have to spend all your time making, you know, you have to spend a lot of time editing and making the video. And then after buying that $1,500 marker, so you're still $1,000 into the hole. So now you have to hope that you have 3 months of $500 more dollars, or $500 more months, I guess you can say, to actually, before you even break even. But you don't even know if you're going to make that money before you before you even get even on that gun. And that's still your initial investment on the M2, or whatever $1,500 gun you're getting into. You know, if you're getting a CSR, you're over $1,500. And on top of that, to make paintball videos, you have to play paintball, okay? So now you have to factor in all your entry fees, okay? So now you have to think, okay, my entry fee, I gotta put paint through this so I can review this gun. So now you have to buy paint for it, you have to go out and play with it. Now you have to factor in all that extra editing time, and yet you still have to feed yourself, pay your car payment, and get gas to go back and forth to the paintball field. Is it possible? Absolutely not. I mean, it's just not. The way that I described it, that's not, I'm sorry, it's not a livable, like, you're gonna be at the poverty line. Even if you went up to 100,000 subscribers and say you're making $1,000 per month, okay, that's $1,000 per month. If every 2 weeks, I'm trying to think, on my paychecks, I almost break that $1,000 a month per paycheck, okay, just at my normal full-time job. Okay, so just thinking a month, that's not a lot. That's not a lot of money to live off of, okay? Paying rent, paying car, paying food, paying insurance, paying all that extra stuff, that's jack shit, okay? That's nothing. You're still at the poverty line, and yet you still have to buy all your paintball equipment. Is it possible? No. It's just not. Now, what I'm going to tell you next is just sort of personal opinion. And so, one thing is I'm going to talk about is sponsorships. People always ask, are you guys sponsored, yada, yada, yada. Are our YouTube videos sponsored? No, they're not. We do our videos based solely 100% off of us, okay? One reason is, another thing that you want to think about is that if you get a sponsorship, so say, I'll just pick on a company that would probably never sponsor us or anyone. I just pick on Dangerous Power. So say Dangerous Power said, you know what? We're going to give you 5 Dangerous Power, whatever the highest, their $800 bullshit gun was that they tried to come out, their FXX or whatever, I forgot what it was. So we're going to give you 5 of these for free. Go out there and review them. You guys use them in all your tournaments, and we'll pay for all your tournaments. Okay? So now we're making videos using one gun only, okay? How boring is that going to get watching one gun for an entire year, watching a YouTube channel? Just like I said, how many times can you do a 360 no scope flying off of a building before you're just kind of like, huh, I'm going to watch a different YouTube channel, okay? That's the same thing of how it is getting sponsored if you want to make money, okay? Sure, you might get a free gun, probably not, but sure, a company might say, hey, you can use this gun, sign this, you know, shout us out, give us whatever, say this, and this, and we'll give you free guns, okay? So say now you're stuck to using one gun. And like I said, paintball is changing. There's so many guns out there that you have to use. And say one of the bigger companies like Empire, now you'll be able to use the Vanquish, the Resurrection, the Mini, you know, all the Empire and GI stuff. So but you're still missing out on a complete other side of the market. You're missing out on Die, you're missing out on Lux, you're missing out on Virtue, MacDev, you're missing out on Bob Long, you're missing out on all of those companies that you could be getting videos of and potentially helping the paintball community, and that's what we're all about. That's why our videos are not sponsored. I'm not saying that there hasn't been a company ever that said, hey, you know what, we need your help with something. If you guys come to this event and help us out, you know what, we might throw you in a couple t-shirts, or we might pay for your entry for an event. You know what, that has totally happened before, but that doesn't reflect on our reviews. We've gone out for, you know, I can't remember when the last time that was. It's only happened like twice where they're like, you know what, we really need someone to be like a face of a poster or something. Can you just come out and just play this event for us? Sure, no problem, whatever. Can we use whatever guns we want? Yeah, use whatever guns. We don't really care what you do. We just need you to kind of come and do this for us. We're like, okay, whatever, sure. That's about all you're really gonna get. Okay, and like I said, there's a ton of people out there in the paintball community. Well, not really a ton, because there's not a ton of huge YouTubers. There's a select few, and like I said, they just sort of use the same shit every single video, and it just gets boring. It really does. To me, it gets boring seeing the same thing every single time, day after day after day. It gets boring. I want to see something new. I like to see different paintball products, and that was one thing. That was one reason why I really liked TechBB, because he wasn't tied down to one company. He could use the Shocker one day, and then he could use a $200 bullshit whatever he wanted to use the next day. Okay, that was one thing that I really liked about Mike, and that was one really cool thing. And not every paintball YouTuber goes out and does that. A lot of people think, oh, you know what, if I make this YouTube video, I can get sponsored, or I can do this, I can do that. And what I'm saying is, don't get into it for the wrong reason, because you're not going to make any money off of it. Okay, so if you're thinking, a lot of people always say, you know, I'm thinking about creating a YouTube channel, and one of the things that they always say is, are you sponsored? And I'm just like, no, we're not sponsored. Why would he be sponsored? Because for one, now we have to almost blatantly lie to the paintball community. That's not something that I want to do, and that's not something that we've ever wanted to do. You know, I don't care if there's a company out there that wants to send me free shit. You can go ahead and send me whatever you want, but if it's a terrible product, I don't care if you send it to me for free. I'm still gonna tell you that it's shit. I mean, that's how it is. And that's the same thing. Like, say Planet Eclipse wanted to send me a Planet Eclipse CS1. I'll open up the CS1, I'll play with it, I'll use it, blah blah, and at the end of the review, I'll say, you know what? I like the Geo 3.5 more than the CS1 because this, and this, and I don't really care what they have to say. And if they have a problem with that, then I'll just tell them, don't send me a free gun. Now, Planet Eclipse hasn't ever sent me a free gun, and they probably never will, just because of how vocal I am on a lot of their guns. That's probably one reason why. So that's one thing that that a lot of people watch us for, is that we're unbiased. We tell you how it is. I don't care who the company is. I don't care if you give me something for free. And we've had companies say, hey, you know what? If you wear these soft goods and give us a good review, we can hook up your whole team for it. And I'm like, wait, so you mean give you a good review? Yeah, just give us a good review. Well, what happens if it's a shitty product and we don't like it? We'll just say this, and this. Nah, I'd rather buy it. I'd rather buy my own soft goods before I go lying on video and telling people that this product is good when it's ultimately not good. That's not something that's, to me, that's a whole integrity thing. I don't care if you're going to give me something for free. I'd rather buy it. Okay, I'd rather buy it and bash it than get it for free and have to say, here you go, this is awesome. Because it's essentially, say, all of a sudden I talk up this, I don't know, say I talk up this LVL loader. Say GI Sports, they don't, but say GI Sports wants to send us an LVL loader for free. Okay, and they say, you have to say this, and this about it. Okay, and all of a sudden I say everything that GI Sports wants me to do, but it's complete shit. Okay, when I go to the field, people are going to say, oh, you know what? I watched your review and I completely hate this hopper because of this, and you know, they'll list off the ideas and I can't say nothing about it. Okay, that's just against, I'd rather buy it and just bash it. Okay, I have no problem doing that. And that's one reason why, if a company wants to send us free stuff, by all means, any company out there that wants us to review your products, send me it, and I'm gonna give you the most brutal, honest review. If you don't want me to give you a brutal, honest review, that's fine. I'll buy it and give you a brutal, honest review anyways. And that is how Team Insanity is. That's where the Insanity names comes from. We sit on camera, we swear, we say stupid things, and we're honest and we're unbiased, and that's how it is. And I tell you my personal opinion, and it's not based on money. We didn't get into this YouTube channel for money. When we thought about having a YouTube channel, we just honestly, Jacob was just like, hey, my dad bought me this shitty Tachyon camera. Let's go out and play with it and upload the videos on YouTube. So we're like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And we did it. And eventually, for some reason, now we ended up doing this, okay? So do it for the right reason. And when we first started, there was no such thing as Google AdSense on YouTube. There was no such thing. That was back in the day when we were still jacking off to Fred for free, okay? And you have to remember is that for me, I feel like I'm providing a service to you guys for free because, as you guys know, every single penny, except I won't lie, one of the big games that we went to Big Boy, and we really were kind of strapped on money for spending so much money on paint and that kind of stuff, that we did spend, I think it was $9 total on chocolate milkshakes for us. So out of all the money that we've made on YouTube, the only money that we've used personally on us was $9 worth of milkshakes at, I think it was Big Boy. Actually, no, yeah, it was like $9, okay? So with that being said, do it for the right reason. Don't do it because you want to check, because I'm just telling you right now, it's not going to happen. Don't do it for a sponsor. Don't think that if you start blowing up and making good YouTube videos, that now you can take this gun and save free and just get it for free and just start lying to the paintball community, because that's a dick move to me. That pisses me off when I see that happen. That's not me, and I don't understand why people do that. We're all a small community. We all need to look out for each other, and I'm not going to lie to you over video. I don't care if something's sent to me for free. Like I said, send it to me for free and I'll bash it. Another thing is like, so you guys have to remember, to get this kind of quality video, so I talked about having the M2 and all that kind of stuff, to get this quality of a video, now just think, especially for you younger content producers, for you older guys like me that have a very sustainable job where you can buy your own stuff, this probably is no big deal, but to make YouTube videos, you need a camera, you need a place, you need a place to do the camera work, you need an editing software. I spent $300 on the editing software for a year, and then at the end of the year I have to spend another so I have to spend $300 like each year for new editing software. So that's a never-ending thing. And on top of that, when I sit back, I just kind of want you guys to listen to this with an open mind. Think of this in a non-paintball sense. Okay, because paintball photography, like those photographers, shout out to Zach from, I can't remember, Zach from, is it Paintball Photography? I can't remember. His name is Zach. He's a really good guy. He is a complete beast, and I have so much respect for him just because that guy goes running out there in the field with thousands of dollars worth of camera equipment, and that's what Team Insanity does, and there's a lot of people that stand on the sideline and get the pictures. Just think about it this way. So I've shown people, like, for instance, the Living Legends 8 or 9 montage, or even the 7 montage. I've shown, like, for one day, I showed my manager this at work. One of my managers, I was just like, yeah, we started talking. I'm like, yeah, I have a YouTube channel. It just sort of came up, and I showed him. I'm just like, yeah, this is the money that we make. And, like, one of the Living Legends one was one of the top dollar ones. I think we made, like, $25 off of it, which is jack shit. Okay, so it was, like, $25, which is actually a lot in YouTube for us. But still, so it was like $25 or something like that off of one video. And she's like, oh, you made a lot of money off of that one. Let's watch it. So I showed it to her, and she's like, how do you get these shots? Like, are you standing out, like, behind a net? Like, what do you do? I'm like, no, I'm standing out there in the middle of the fields. And she's like, you're standing out there in the middle of the field? What kind of camera do you have? I'm like, oh, you know, I have a SLR, you know, a tripod, and, you know, probably like $700 worth of camera. She's like, so you stand out in the middle of the paintball field getting shot using a $700 camera and camera equipment, and you're only making $25 on that video? And I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm only making like 25 videos off, or 25 bucks off that video. And she's like, but why? Why would you take a $700 asset out onto the paintball field, completely go out there and get shot up and lose money essentially? Because what if the camera got shot? No, I'm out $700. And when I started sitting there and getting explained like that from a person that doesn't do paintball and doesn't do YouTube, I was sitting there like, yeah, I guess that does sound pretty fucking stupid when you explain it to me. And I sit back and I talk to like any type of photographer. Like if I were to ask a photographer, hey, can I take your $2,000 worth of camera gear out there into the middle of a battle, like not even Living Legends, just a normal big game, they're gonna look at me like I'm fucking crazy. They're gonna be like, I don't even take this out if the dust is high, okay, kind of thing. Like they're gonna be like, you must be out of your mind. So just think about that for the younger content producers. The reason why I say that is, now you have to explain that to your parents. Yeah, mom and dad, so I just want this bare minimum $500 SLR camera, and then I'm going to need this really nice tripod and all this extra stuff because I want to make YouTube videos. Okay, well, what are you going to do? Well, I'm going to go out into the field, and they're going to be like, you're going to do what? You're going to take this nice $500 camera that we have to buy you out on the paintball field to potentially make $1 and get recognized like by 2 people at the paintball field. They're going to think you're insane. Thankfully, when we started doing it, when Jacob, Nick, and I started doing it, our parents were really relaxed and we're just kind of like, you want to spend what on a camera? Okay, yeah, you have jobs. Go spend whatever you want on whatever. You guys are stupid. And that's basically how they said it. They're like, you guys are stupid, whatever. Go have your fun. We're not buying it for you because, like I said, it's sustainable jobs. So, but if you don't have that, now you have to try to explain to your parents who don't think in YouTube sense, who don't think in paintball sense. Okay, and I sit back and I'm thinking like, why do I run out there in the middle of the field getting shot? I mean, we've had to replace like 4 tripods in the last year, so that's, about $50 minimum. So you take 4 times 50, now we upgraded to a $100 tripod. So now you take all of that because tripods break because you're not supposed to be out in the mud, the snow, the rain, getting shot by paintballs, all that stuff. And I sit back and I'm like, wow, if I think of it out of a YouTube sense, I'm like, yeah, that's really fucking stupid. So if you want to do that kind of stuff, especially when you get to like HK Army quality, I talked to Spantastic, great guy. I've filmed with them for the last couple years at Living Legends and a couple other events. Talked to him at Cup, and he's just like, yeah, I'm just walking around with $15,000 worth of camera equipment. If I had $15,000, I wouldn't buy it on camera equipment. I'd pay off my car, okay? So with that being said, that you just have to have this mentality, and that's what a lot of people notice once they start getting into paintball YouTube, to start making this quality content. Like, I would like to say, I mean, I'm not trying to float our own boat, but if you want to make videos like us, I'm not saying ours are the best, but just in general, if you want to go make a Living Legends montage that gets 80,000 views, you're not going to be sitting behind the netting, okay? That's just how it's going to work. So it takes a very small group of people that have the right mind to go out there and take an SLR out there and get that type of video. And then now you have to buy a $300-400. We use replay cameras on your helmet, so that's another $300-400 right there. So I mean, you're looking at all these investments just to start YouTube, just to know if you don't even like it or not. Because like I said, it's a lot of time. You have to edit these videos. There's a lot that goes into it that a lot of people don't see. And what I'm trying to tell you is that just don't get into it for the wrong reason, okay? When we started, we said from the beginning, no sponsors. We don't want to be biased. We don't want to be shooting one gun. We want to all be able to do our own thing, okay? So if someone wants to sponsor Team Insanity Paintball, like tournament, like us outside of paintball world, that's a completely different story. But when they start wanting to sponsor, like, hey, we want to sponsor your YouTube video, we want to give you this for a year, blah blah blah, and then you can have the next one next year. No, fuck that. I don't really care. I would rather not lie, and I'd rather get behind camera, swear, say whatever I want to say, and not have to be obligated to say things. And so that's just how I feel, because I'm providing a free YouTube service to you guys. I'm providing a service, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. You have to think about that when you go to create a YouTube channel. You are providing a service basically for free when you start, okay? And there's just such a big initial investment. Are you going to make money off of it? You can potentially make profit, but your profit's going to be so slim because remember, to make paintball videos, you have to play paintball. You have to go out, buy your entry fee, go to big games, that kind of stuff. To expand, you're going to want more cameras, you're going to need more guns to cover all the market range. So is it possible? Probably not. I mean, just saying it. You know, I mean, sponsors could possibly help you along. You might get in, you might get free entry into a couple big games to be the face of a poster. That's about it, okay? So get into paintball, get into YouTube for the right reason. Don't get into it the wrong reason. Don't think, you know what, I'm gonna create a paintball YouTube channel like Team Insanity because they say they made $500 a month once. Yeah, but you have to look at all the investments that happened before that. So just sort of think about that, especially even aside of paintball YouTube channels. Think about it if you want to create another YouTube channel that's not paintball related. Like I said, if you want to create a prank channel, what are you going to do that the other prank channels aren't doing? If you want to create a gaming channel, what are you going to do that all the other gaming channels haven't done yet? You can only make, there's so many troll videos out there on the internet that I can watch only so many troll videos until it's stupid. I can only watch how-to basics, you know, for 7 months of just him throwing eggs at shit before it got stupid, and now we're on to the next bigger and better thing, and you have to constantly produce more content. So just sort of think about that. You're providing a service and your customers are viewers, okay? Just think about that. To me, I don't look at you guys that way. I think of us as just a small community, and the money that we make goes into buying stuff like this fancy die art, or this die R2 for a giveaway, because all the money that we make gets invested back. You know, the microphone, the tripod, all that stuff is all going to be paid for by you guys, basically, to make our videos better. So just sort of think about that. Get into it, please, for the right reason, okay? That's just all I'm asking. And for all of you guys that just wonder what goes on in Team Insanity's heads, this is what it sort of is, you know? It's just no sponsorships. It's just what goes on in my head is just fuck this, fuck that, blah blah, just blah blah. That's basically what it is. A lot of F-bombs, and I just start to spew shit as it comes up in my head. So that's all I really got for you guys. I hope this video, you know, sorry it's dark outside. I've been traveling all day. If you guys follow us on Snapchat, Team Insanity PV, go ahead and add it. I'll add you back. It's an instant vlog. Please don't ask me questions on it because I will not respond to you guys. If you want to snap me something funny, go right ahead. I like funny stuff. I like jokes. So go ahead, add it. I don't respond to questions, that kind of stuff on it. So hit me up if you guys, and so like I said, if you guys followed us, you knew that I was on vacation. I'm coming back from vacation. I actually got back from the airport today, so it's a little dark outside. So yeah, thanks for watching. R2 giveaway coming up whenever I feel like it.